Research study for depression at no cost. Call Pacific Northwest Clinical Research Center at 503-228-CARE.
Stuart Little has a new friend.
Whoa! He's going to be staying with us for a while.
What do you think this is, a halfway house?
Now,
Party's over.
she's been kidnapped.
Margalo's missing.
Do yourself a favor. Buy a parakeet and forget her.
And to get her back, he's teaming up
We're going to find her.
with an old rival.
It has fiasco written all over it.
Stuart Little 2.
Margalo?
You can.
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
Rated PG. In theaters July 19th.
Clear, but cool in the morning. 48 to 52 degrees. Lots of sunshine throughout the day. Enjoy.
Good. Good night, good mom.
Yeah.
Hey, I lowered my cholesterol.
All right. Hello, my cholesterol's down.
Hey guys, I lowered my cholesterol.
In case you haven't already heard the news, Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower your cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet. And with its sweet honey taste, that ought to make you really happy.
I lowered my cholesterol.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Be happy, be healthy.
The Phantom of the Opera returns to Portland July 3rd through the 28th. Rosie 105 and AM Northwest are looking for Portland's #1 Phantom fan. Join us Tuesday, July 2nd at the newly remodeled Stadium Fred Meyer. Bring your mementos. Sing us a song. Anything you think will prove that you are the #1 fan. You could win the grand prize of a trip to New York to see the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
I love the smell and taste of food cooked on an open wood fire, and I love my gas grills. Until I added smoke and barbecue, there was something missing. The pellets are a blend of all natural woods. Put some in a foil pouch like this and drop it near the flame. Smoke and barbecue gives that real wood fire flavor. My family loves smoke and barbecue.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, and so do my neighbors. I just wish they'd get their own.
Where there's smoking barbecue, there's real flavor.
I am on a mission to save the world from ordinary fast food. Friends, put down your burgers. They're a form and processed slap in your face. You could be having KFC original recipe chicken. Slow cooked to lock in all that juicy flavor. You down there! Drop that burger!
Only KFC has the Colonel's original recipe chicken. Hand-prepared and served up hot and fresh every time. Right now, get 12 pieces of original recipe for just $9.99.
Please, share the bounty of my bucket. This is what I do. There's fast food, and then there's KFC.
K2, the station more and more people are watching. July 1st, 2002. They're called hot shots. An elite team of Apache Indians who travel the country fighting fire with fire.
There's no choice but to, we burned it real hot last night. I'm dropping the snack right here. I'm going to start torching up.
But this time, it's personal.
The fire burning on the reservation. It's our turf. It's our home. You see it in your own backyard. It makes it fight to the death.
Their already battered economy is on the critical list.
I see it as a total devastation among our generation and future generations.
And now it appears the fire was not only man-made, but homegrown.
I'm kind of shocked right now, and I'll just leave it at that right now for now.
Tonight, wildfire, when disaster hits home. From ABC News, this is Nightline. Reporting from Washington, Ted Koppel. The first blaze, the one they're calling the rodeo fire, was apparently started by an arsonist on June 18th. The second one, the one they're calling the Chetasky fire, may have inadvertently been set when a woman whose car had broken down tried to get the attention of a TV news helicopter flying overhead. She tried to get the pilot's attention by starting a small fire, which of course very quickly turned into a big one. The helicopter did in fact rescue the woman. That was on June 20th. But by June 23rd, those two fires merged. And as of this morning, almost 465,000 acres had been destroyed, along with 423 homes. Late last week, about 30,000 residents of towns along the fire's eastern border were forced to evacuate. but all but 5,000 of those people have now been able to return to their homes by the weekend. The damage wrought by the two combined fires is the worst in Arizona's history. Hardest hit is the Fort Apache Indian Reservation. More than 250,000 acres burned there. That's a particular irony because the rodeo fire was, it appears, started deliberately by a part-time firefighter, Leonard Gregg, who lives on the Fort Apache Indian Reservation. Unemployment on the reservation is enormous. Among the few jobs available, work at 2 local lumber mills, they're out of business for the time being, and firefighting. Among the best, the most experienced firefighters in the country are a group of men who call themselves the Fort Apache Hotshots. They work literally all over the country. This group of hotshots has been working the night shift in its own backyard. We lent them a couple of digital cameras so that they could record their work, backburning on the edge of a town called CBQ, Arizona.
To be in hotshot at any fire it's good. I mean, you know you're making a difference in somebody's community, someone's forest. But fighting this fire on the reservation has a total different meaning to it. It's our land. You know, we put more effort into fighting this fire.
What are you guys doing right now? We're doing a back burn right now. My name is Larry Foster, and this is my first year with the Fort Apache Hotshot crew. We did a back burn that was sort of close to my community where I grew up at. Most of this area that's been burned out is probably the most beautiful places on the red. You won't see anything the same as it was before.
I've been to about 38 to 40 states, but I've never seen anything like this. To see it in your own backyard, it makes it twice as bad. We've got a lot of pride within the crew. When we go out to fires, we represent the whole tribe. Up here, this is home, and we have to crank it up a notch. Right now we're working night shift. This is the only time you can catch this fire is at nighttime. Not during the day. You're going to have to, it's too dangerous during the day. We go places where Type 2 crews normally don't go. We do a lot of burning out, cut lines, and backfiring. We work on our own. We get assignments, and instead of having somebody lead us around. But last night, this was a pretty steep hike up from the bottom. It was a quarter-mile hike, and some areas were 60, 65 degree slope maybe. So it was a pretty challenging little hike. I looked up in the sky, and I thought I was looking at stars. Instead of the crew walking down the hill. We were carrying all our fuel with us, because we were burning fuel, and the saws and all our tools, and all the water we need, and the food that we needed. We have these packs, you know, they weigh about 40 or 45 pounds. And when you're walking downhill at night, you got to watch for your footing and people below you. Every step I took up was like 2 steps backwards, and I had to kind of get on all fours to get to that last top there. You got to really, you know, push yourself.
Sometimes when you're on the front line, when you're using the saw, it gets pretty hot. You can feel the heat, and you start sweating away. Sometimes you get burned, but you gotta maintain and try to get that tree down while it's on fire.
We use all kinds of tools for backfiring. We have pistols that shoot rounds about 50 to 100 feet, and it explodes from there and starts firing.
What we're doing is firing the fuel off a cat line. So when the fire be coming up, they'll meet up to each other and there'll be no more fuel left.
Actually, we're fighting fire with fire. Yeah, a lot of guys still speak Apache. Sometimes it's easier to communicate. It's the first language for a lot of people in a crew, a lot of guys in a crew. The wind, for the most part, was pretty much in our favor. It was doing exactly what we wanted to do. It was pushing back into the black.
How's the fire doing?
Yeah, the fire's doing pretty good. There's all the burns going back inside the flat right now. So when we had wind shift, we held up on a burn, gave everyone a call on the radio, tell them, hey, wind shifted, be heads up. It's about 3:30 right now, and the operation is going pretty good. Right now, what we're doing is just slowly bringing the fire down, let it keep it down by itself. Looks good. It's pulling in nice, isn't it? Yeah. It's sad to see my land and my people's land burn. Burning up our land. There's nothing left for our kids. When we get older, they start growing up, be hunting and everything. At the end of the day, pretty sleepy. Trying to walk straight, staggering all over the place. Trying to keep your eyes open. And every time you sit down, you feel like sleeping. So we try not to sit down. Last night went great. We burned, I'd say, at least a good about 2.5 miles last night. A lot of people, especially a lot of elders, were happy to hear that, the job we did was a good job, and it didn't burn any further than that. So when I was out there before that burn, that place was just pretty, but now it's not the same anymore. I was shocked to see that all the trees are scorched out and everything. Nothing but skeletons and stuff out there. When the fire first started, I got the crew together and I told them that a lot of people are going to be looking at us because the person that started the fire is from probably our reservation, and they're going to have to work twice as hard, and they did.
For the White Mountain Apache Indian Reservation, the fire is the latest in a long list of hardships. And the fact that it may have been set by one of their own makes the fire that much more painful. That part of the story when we come back.
This is ABC News Nightline, brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service.
I need those McDermott numbers. Call me.
Fred. Fred. Didn't you know I've been calling you at the office?
You're upset with me.
Excuse me. If your company had a Sprint PCS Clear Wireless Workplace, you'd receive calls to your office on your wireless phone and only have one voicemail box to check.
So I'm easier to reach.
Kyle, give me those McDermott numbers.
Communication is a beautiful thing.
The most advanced business tools customized for your company.
Tomorrow, around the world in a balloon. What will man think of next? From extreme tests of strength and endurance to medical miracles, what's left to conquer on World News Tonight?
Binions asks, how much would you expect to pay for 2 complete pairs of eyeglasses? $200? $300? At Binions, you can get 2 pairs for just $99. Choose from hundreds of great-looking frames and get not 1, but 2 pairs of glasses for just $99. Get 2 pairs for yourself or a pair for you and a family member or friend. And right now at Binions, get 1 complete pair of glasses, even prescription sunglasses for just $79. Why pay more? Come to Binions.
Hello?
Hey, so she took some wild vines and went out.
Wild vines? Must be girls' night.
I wonder what they talk about every week.
I want details.
I don't know. What if they're talking about us?
Always refreshing. Wild Vine Strawberry White Zinfandel. Wild about our friends, wild about our wine. the official wine of Girls' Night Out. Wild Vine.
For the White Mountain Apache of eastern Arizona, as for many Native Americans, the land is an integral part of their culture and history. Here's Nightline correspondent Dave Manish.
You know, our elders have always told us, if you take care of the land will take care of you. And that's what we live all these years. We take care of the land the best way we know how.
At the historic Fort Apache Reservation Saturday night, some 500 members of the White Mountain Apache tribe raised their voices in a healing song. For most who sang, the primary concern of the past week has been healing the land, burned and still burning, from the monster rodeo Chetasky fire. 500,000 acres, 60% of it, on the Fort Apache Reservation. Much of it covered in gorgeous and valuable ponderosa pine.
The beautiful ponderosa stand, that was our living room. That was our beautiful home. And we used to really been feeling very good about what the blessing was given to us. But now, with that whole impact being destroyed, we now feel the pain and we feel the hurt.
The pain and hurt on the reservation only increased Saturday night when a local White Mountain Apache, 29-year-old Leonard Gregg, a part-time firefighter, was arrested for setting the original fire, which will for generations change the lives of the people of eastern Arizona. From tribal leader Dallas Massey,
kind of relief we found who the person was. It really don't matter if it's a tribal member or non-member.
What does matter? Assessing the damage, figuring out the future. Two hard tasks, especially when it comes to the devastated western part of the reservation.
The base employment out there is a small sawmill. That probably employs maybe 70, 80 plus people.
The Fort Apache Timber Company represents not just jobs in a place which had 60% unemployment even before the fires, but a $50 million investment of the impoverished tribe's limited capital resources. Timber represents only the second biggest capital investment and the second biggest source of jobs for the White Mountain Apache tribe. Number one in both respects is the Honda Casino, its hotel, and its restaurant. Here's another $50 million in investment lying fallow. Maybe $40,000 a day in tribal revenues going unearned. Every day the casino workers, like mill hands, are off fighting the fire. Flames hundreds of feet high, plumes of smoke thick and choking. Dallas Massey had just flown over all of that in a helicopter before he took me on a driving and walking tour of a burned-out patch of the Cibecue Forest, near where the blaze began. Still, what struck him was what had survived the fire.
That's what I was really surprised about on this helicopter trip that we took. I saw a lot of greens still standing out there.
And even where nothing green was left, some timber of economic value did remain.
Not too many trees survive in this area, this canyon. Very little.
Just a few, although I guess some of them that even haven't survived are still harvestable.
We'll get something out of it.
That's the good news. 1, maybe 2 years' worth of timber for the Cibecue sawmill. And then, says the local manager of the Bureau of Indian Affairs Forest Service,
it would take a minimum, I'd say, between 100 and 150 years for us to begin even going in and start doing a harvesting program in this area.
100 to 150 years for the ponderosas to come back. And that's only if the coming rainy or monsoon season is not too severe.
It demonstrates that
Arizona Senator John Kyle says help is on the way.
And they're already working on a plan that will be ready in about 10 days, believe it or not, to bring in the seed, the kind of crews to prevent the erosion of the soil and the other things necessary to begin to restore the land.
The visit last week by President Bush also raised hopes for emergency unemployment assistance on the reservation and home rebuilding aid for those who lost residences in outside communities.
You know, people like that, the highest office here in the United States, saying he's going to help. And the local people also wanted to help. I think by bringing these kind of people together, we're going to survive. We're going to recover.
It's going to take a while. Immediately after the fire started, so did the finger pointing. Local Anglos blaming the Apaches for the fire. Forest management advocates blaming environmentalists and local residents for opposing preventive burns.
So they're still having trouble with just fires backing into lines.
But already, reservation leaders like those meeting in council here have reached out to community leaders in nearby towns.
A year from now, we will see a healing taking place.
You know the cliche, in the long run, we're all dead. Well, when it comes to cultures and societies and peoples, the truth is, in the long run, they live on. And the White Mountain Apache people will survive this disaster. But the people and the land will long bear the scars of the monster fire of 2002. I'm Dave Marish for Nightline on the Fort Apache Indian Reservation in Arizona.
How will news that the biggest fire in Arizona history may have been started by an Apache tribal member affect already tense ethnic relations in the state? We'll discuss that, among other things, with the governor of Arizona when we come back.
Acid reflux disease can really upset your plans.
You never know when to expect it.
A burn can stop you in your tracks.
You worry about the risk of long-term problems.
I got help. Learn to handle the disease and the risks in ways that make sense for me.
Call this number now for information and a free kit from Prevacid, a handbook on managing acid reflux disease and its risks, a risk alert profiler, a guide to making the most of your next doctor visit, and a 7-day free trial certificate to use if your doctor decides Prevacid is right for you. Prevacid fights acid reflux disease 3 ways. It beats the burn, helps heal the damage, and best of all, staying on Prevacid if prescribed can stop the damage from coming back. Prevacid has a low occurrence of side effects, such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. So if you want the power to manage the risks, heal the damage, and stay healed, call now for your free kit.
I got your card, kid.
The Bank of America check card. Your photo gives you, and only you, the safest access to your money. Open a checking account to get your free card today.
I've got an officer down. Real drama.
I can't have them telling me I'm dead.
Real patients. Real doctors. The reality show that outshines even ER. Houston Medical, ABC Tuesday.
I appreciate what we have here. I mean, we have everything here. I have a feeling that the rest of the country knew what we had here in terms of environment and recreational choices. We would be overrun. The great thing about Portland is we've become a pretty big city, but we still have kind of a small-town mentality here, which to me means we tend to be a little more thoughtful, a little more patient. We want to understand things, and most of all, we want to preserve what we have. And I'm very thankful for that.
In June of 1776, the Second Continental Congress entrusted 5 men the daunting task of preparing a proclamation, one that would sever ties with the British throne. Chosen to draft the document was a 33-year-old Virginian with a wealth of political experience and a talent for composition. His name, Thomas Jefferson. You can find the full text of the Declaration of Independence by logging on to KATU.com. K2, celebrating the spirit of America.
Our guest tonight is Arizona Governor Jane Hull, the former Speaker of the Arizona House. She has been governor since 1997. She joins us tonight from our Phoenix affiliate, KNXV. Governor, bring us up to speed. How many more acres since that last report, and what condition are the fires in right now?
Well, the firefighters have been great. Communities have been great. They've been preparing for something, hoping it wouldn't be this bad. We're still at about, I think, 464,000 acres, the last I heard, but that's from this morning. The fire is partially contained. That's the good news for all of us. And we're already starting to talk about the mop-up, the cleanup, and the closeout of one of the teams that's going to be leaving.
Let's talk about one of the controversies that inevitably arises whenever you have a fire even close to this proportion. And that is the question, environmentalists who are concerned about some of the fires that firefighters say they would like to light intentionally so that they can prevent just this kind of fire. What does this say to you? I mean, when you see something such as has been going on these last few days?
I have said continuously for the last, since I have become governor, and before that, we need to tend to the management of our forests. Even the environmentalists in Arizona now are saying they want to have healthy forests. It can be done. We've got some great plans, but obviously it costs money, and it's going to take a lot of time.
Well,
and I'm just hoping that we can move on with it now.
When you put it, Governor, in terms of wanting healthy forests, that's the kind of platitude that everyone can agree to. Everyone wants healthy forests. The question is, what are you proposing that has to be done?
Essentially, we need to go in. We need to clean up the underbrush on those fires. The debate, I guess, is on a small tree versus a 12-inch tree versus a larger tree. Nobody wants to see big trees cut down, but we do need to see that there are no more than maybe 50 trees an acre, not the hundreds that we've got right now together. That's why everything is burning.
Talk for a moment about what's going to happen to the men and women who live on the Apache Reservation. I understand that even before this fire, unemployment was at about 60%. The fear is it's now going to go up to about 70%, and that the lumber mills may have another couple of years' work with what is left, but it may be as much as 100 to 150 years before the trees go back to where they were before. That creates just a dreadful, dreadful human problem, doesn't it?
It does, and let's say it is 100, 150 years before any of the trees grow back. They have 2 mills down, 600,000 or 600 people unemployed right now. They do have some other sources. Basically, the casino was spared. Looks like it will be spared. That's Honda.
But that's closed for the time being,
and that's nothing very close. No, it's not close to the mill. So hopefully, as we progress with what we're going to do for tourism in the entire White Mountains, obviously the White River Apaches are part of our state, and we will be helping them just as we help everyone.
Governor Hull, one more issue, and it's a nasty one, and that is it is an Apache who stands accused of having started one of those 2 huge fires. And I gather that has given rise to a certain amount of nastiness between the Anglo community, the white community, and the Apache community. Talk about that for a moment.
Feelings right now, I mean, when you've lost your home, you go through the same stages of dying that people have done. People are angry. They're irritated because they haven't seen their own homes. And frankly, everybody wants to blame someone else. I just hope that the people in the White Mountains realize that there were a lot of Apache firefighters fighting these fires. One person is one representative, not the whole nation. And just as the Anglo lady who was basically started a fire to begin the Chetaskai fire was an Anglo woman. And justice will deal with those people, but right now neither the tribe is to blame nor the Anglo population for the other episode. I think we've got to stop blaming and start renewing everyone in the state's faith in what we can do to rebuild our economy.
Governor Hull, good of you to take the time. Thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks, Ed. Good to talk to you.
I'll be back in a moment.
Ask your doctor about Vioxx, a prescription medicine from Merck, and find out if Vioxx is right for you. Vioxx.
Every Lexus sedan comes with a VVTi engine. For power when you need it.
When you can hear your wedding song again and again, when you can pick tulips over roses, then get a reminder of why you're marrying him. All with the calling plan starting at $19.99 a month. That's M-Life from AT&T Wireless. Stop by or call 1-800-IMAGINE today.
Compare Ford Super Duty to the competition, and you'll see that Super Duty has more horsepower, highest available torque, more interior room, and the most configurations. Is it any wonder Super Duty has been the #1 selling truck for the past 25 years? And with 1,000 cashback or 0-9 financing from your Northwest Ford stores, you can't afford not to drive one home today. Ford Super Duty with 1,000 cashback or 0-9 financing. It's more truck for the money.
Lowe's starts this 4th of July holiday with a bang. Only Lowe's has Charbroil's biggest Big Easy grill, fully equipped. Even with a cast iron griddle and the largest cooking surface. All for only $299. Buy any gas grill, including Gen-Air, and get free assembly and free propane. Use your Lowe's card and make no payments and pay no interest for an entire year. So make this 4th of July even more of a blast. And come to Lowe's.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. We hold these truths to be self-evident. That all men are created equal.
That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
With certain unalienable rights.
But among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That among these there are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
You can find the full text of the Declaration of Independence by logging on to KATU.com. K2, celebrating the spirit of America.
That's our report for tonight. I'm Ted Koppel in Washington. For all of us here at ABC News, good night.
This has been a presentation of ABC News. More Americans get their news from ABC News than from any other source. ABC News, now traveling to all 50 states in 50 weeks in search of America.
Tuesday on the Mall. The stakes have never been higher.
If the bungee broke, would the impact kill you?
Yes. As the ultimate spy game gets played for keeps.
Can you please spend the rest of your life and marry me?
The Mole 2.
Well, you guys are diabolical.
With fresh clues and a new episode. This Tuesday, 9/8 Central on ABC.
If your medicine doesn't completely relieve your bad headaches, take this. A simple, painless quiz to help you and your doctor learn if your sinus, tension, or menstrual headaches are actually migraines.
According to the National Headache Foundation, 12 million people suffer from migraines but are undiagnosed. Your doctor can prescribe effective medicines made for migraines, but you need the right diagnosis to get the right medicine.
Take the quiz. You've got nothing to lose but your pain.
But how stunning is the Northwest? And then as you start to explore the Northwest, it only gets better. And it starts to feel like home. The viewers have been wonderful with phone calls and emails and approaching me out in the community. I'm remembering them and why they're watching. So Steve and I and the whole K2 team have to be ready to deliver. So the second before we go on, I asked myself, are you ready? You better be.
Think about how many people are going to the same place at the same time. CarpoolMatchNorthwest.org offers an easy way for you to find someone to share a ride with and save money. Log on and you'll receive